This is a reflection on the week that I spent in the support of special needs classroom. I must say I wasn't worried or scared of what I was going to find in the classroom, but I was more curious. I wanted to find out how these teachers are reaching these learners and how are they able to support them and learners doing their work. So for me it was more of curiosity than anything else. But I must say I had an amazing time. I had a wonderful mentor teacher who poured out her soul to me, and she did show me a whole lot of things, and observing her working with the kids was quite amazing and an eye-opener in so many ways. The first picture I have there in my collage is it says double trouble. We talk about these words that have like a double M, double P, or whatever. For instance, jamming, tapping, ramming, and then I have a jam with a guitar. For me, that represents that learning must be fun. It must be fun. It mustn't be so stressful that the learner feels like, you know what, I have to go to school again. I'm not going to go because they're so afraid to go and experience that difficult or that challenge. But the classroom environment must be a place where they come and jam, as it were. And I also have a picture that says learning knows no boundaries. Being in the special needs classroom made me realize that all learners can be reached. The most important thing is to have resources and be equipped on how to reach them. And it was really, really amazing. I also have learners sitting on a round table, and they all have different challenges. Some are on wheelchairs, you know some are wearing glasses. You can see that they have challenges in seeing clearly, but they are all in the classroom and the teacher is ready to help them. The one thing that really I saw from the beginning was that as a teacher, you need to build the confidence in a learner. The learner must believe in themselves. They must feel that they are able. So encouraging even the little achievement, it must be really celebrated so that they feel motivated and want to do more. And also showing them there are many ways to solve a problem. There's not one way to solve a problem. Is very important. And being in that classroom also helped me to realize that as teachers, sometimes we do really silly things. I'm talking for myself. In the 5 weeks that I spent in the classroom, there are things that when I reflect, I'm like, what was I doing? Uh, on my collage, there is a picture of a guy. He's sitting down, and in front of him, he has his learners, which are different animals. There's a monkey, there's a bird, there's a penguin, there's an elephant, and there's a dog. And all these animals, according to him, he says, for a fair selection, every animal has to take the same test, and the test is climbing up a tree. This really made me think and laugh at myself that, you know what, I think this is who I am. This is the kind of a teacher that I am until now that my eyes have been opened that, listen, an elephant cannot climb a tree, and so is a penguin. It cannot climb a tree. So for some of these animals, this task is impossible. So it made me realize that I have to look at my learners like that not all of them will be able to do the task at hand. So I need to bring in curriculum differentiation and content and the teaching methods that will accommodate these different needs that are in the classroom. It was really an eye-opener, you know. And also, I also have another picture where of it's about autism, and one of the child has his head down and his feet up, and it says seeing the world from a different angle. Being in that classroom also made me realize that these kids are different, and their approach to things and the way they see things, it's completely different from other people, and we have to accept that. And when reaching them, we have to reach them where they are and build them from where they are. We cannot pull them to where we are, because that will frustrate them. We need to reach them where they are at their level and then build them up, you know, as they are all unique and different. And I also have a picture there where I have all these different learners and they're holding hands, and it says all children can learn. Indeed, being in that classroom made me realize that all children can learn. I was observing when she was doing sounds, the alphabet, you know, letter naming and all that in different forms. You know, kids having to build the letters or make a rainbow, using them and sticking them on the wall. All that was different, something that they don't do in a normal classroom. They are physically involved, they are touching, you know, sensory is very important sometimes for these learners. They need to touch and feel things so that they remember, they don't forget. Because if it's just visual, sometimes they will forget. But if they touch, feel it, spend time with it, they stand a chance to remember that thing. So I must say it was quite a such a learning curve, and really I think I'm gonna be a better teacher in the future after having gone through this experience. It looks daunting from the outside, but being inside the classroom where the work was being done and the teacher working with the learners, I realized that it's doable. They can do it. All they need is a teacher who is willing and who has resources, who is prepared to go out of her way, create resources to use for these learners. Uh, it's really doable. It's doable. And I put a picture of myself smiling in there because I came out of that classroom smiling, having realized that, it is doable indeed. Thank you so much for watching my video.